Jared entered my life on the first day of freshman year when we found out that we had every single class together during the course of the semester. That small chance sparked the best friendship I could have ever asked for. Over the course of 6 years, Jared has not only been my best friend, he's also been the best roommate, the worst joke teller, and the hardest worker that I know.
The person that we are introducing to you tonight is very special to me. He is tough, and he is caring, and he is sometimes annoying, and he is many other things, but most importantly to me, he is my little brother. I assure you, Wyoming FFA, that over the past year, he has given you his all, just because that's the way he is. In fact, if there's something you could take away from him, it is that effort is everything. I truly could not be more proud of this young man, introducing to him as my brother,
my best friend,
and your second Vice President, Jared Spencer.
When I was writing this retiring address, I didn't like the first draft, the second draft, or even the third. It kept coming out like a research paper, and most of the time that's what I write. It's a conversation between me and a professor. My last one was heparin use in hospital catheters, increasing the chance of biofilm formation in Staphylococcus aureus species. Try saying that 10 times fast, please. No, this time I didn't want it to turn out like that, so I decided to write a letter. It's to a man some of you probably know, and somebody who's impacted my life a lot. Dear Mr. Groney, you taught me a lot in your class. Some of it did stick, I promise. But one message I do want to spread with everyone here tonight, I can still vividly see it above your smartboard in the big letters. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. You see, when I was little, my dad started his first passion of teaching my brother and I how to work with our hands on the farm. Let me just say, thank gosh I wasn't driving the tractor when it fell into the ditch. That honor goes to my older brother. A few years pass by and I start playing sports, okay? A fourth grader on a fifth grade traveling basketball team. Short and scrawny, but I was willing. In seventh grade, it even earned me 5 stitches over my left eye when I caught a ball in practice with my face. Oh, and then freshman year. I walk into the classroom and FFA immediately began. It lasts to be one of my greatest passions to this day. And yes, I have to add this. Mr. Groney, I am still a little bitter that Peyton beat me by 47 points in the agronomy contest our senior year, but I'll get over it. I don't remember any exact numbers or anything. Now, my life's been taking a turn towards playing in a microbiology lab for the rest of my days. And yeah, I do mean playing, and don't get me wrong. A lot of the organisms I get to handle now, day to day, as a microbiology lab TA, can cause infection, can easily spread from person to person, and a lot of them just purely stink. Like literally. But it's an amazing field that teaches you if you change things at the smallest levels, it'll make the largest impacts in the world. So, let's take those last 2 points, FFA and microbiology. On the surface, they have nothing in common, but let me dive in a little bit. You see, my senior year, I ran for a state office in 2017. If it wasn't obvious already, my name wasn't called that Saturday morning. It hurt. But going into 2018, with a great group of candidates, role models, and leaders, I somehow made it. I'm still asking myself why. How? What changed? Improvise, adapt, and overcome. I like to attribute some of that back to after my senior year, I went back to Wyoming FFA leadership camp for the second session. I was terrified, didn't know what to expect. After all, I didn't have any time to think of that because that was camp. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. I still vividly remember it After we get over with orientation and icebreakers, we head to our cabins with our core group. I had Taylor West and Shannon Bailey next to me as we headed to our cabin. And who could forget my now teammate, Brooks Woody, nipping at our heels, making us laugh with almost every step along the way. Woo! You see, it seemed that week our core group had more of an impact on me than I had on them. It seemed like every time they had something to say in discussion, it changed some seemingly insignificant part of me, and changed me for the better. So what are those small changes in you that are leading you to do the great things you do? Compete in that CDE, get off your butt and get the school project done maybe? Run for a state office, or simply take a leap of faith. You see, microbiology and FFA aren't so different, are they? They each start with small little things and grow into huge changes. Now, my mom's been a trooper for as long as I can remember. Back in 2004, she was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis, but she's never let it hold her down. For those of you who don't know, multiple sclerosis is a disease that causes miscommunication between brain cells and spinal cells. It can lead to mistransfer of information, leading to energy loss, temperature swings, in severe cases, loss of eyesight or motor function. But improvise, adapt, and overcome. She didn't let it hold her down. Let's go back. My brother also did traveling basketball. And we went to the youth tournament in Casper one year. We checked into our hotel, and on the way up, my brother and his best friend Brock were arguing about who was faster. So my mom, naturally, steps in between them and goes, "I bet I'm faster than both of you." So to prove this, they all line up on one end of the hallway, and you can probably see where this is going. Don't race in hotel hallways, guys. But anyway, somebody says go, they race from one end to the other, with my mom winning by a long shot. Not that my brother would ever admit that. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. My mom the next morning, her energy levels were gone. She didn't leave bed for a lot of the day. But she did not regret it. See, my mom's play is her passion. And anytime she gets a chance to put a smile on her family's face, she jumps at that chance. For me, she embodies my message tonight. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Take a step back and reflect. That's all I ask of you. What small changes have led you to who you are and where you are right now? What small changes in the past, in your life, in your FFA career, in the past week, in the past hour, have molded you into who you are sitting in those seats today? What small changes need to change for you to accomplish your dreams? What small change do you need to accomplish your passions? Wyoming FFA, I urge you, however you can, improvise. In every situation, adapt. And in every difficulty you face, overcome.
Jared, your endless dad jokes and donkey-like laugh make your presence unforgettable. Thank you for showing us how to improvise, adapt, and overcome. Wyoming FFA, for the final time, your 2018-2019 State Second Vice President, Jared Spencer.
Mama said, something for oddities, stranger success. Ain't never wanna be the winning the novelties. Don't ever change, we want it.